been a pretty interesting year, and if past this prologue, I think we're going to see some interesting things in the coming year. But it's certainly going to be about how cybersecurity is going to influence the infrastructure trends, and it's around this notion of a convergence of security and networking being driven by three big macro trends that I'm seeing. And the first one has to do with this notion of supporting work from anywhere and the ability to deliver anything as a service. You know, coming out of the pandemic now, just about every major organization I've visited over the last 18 months has adopted some sort of remote hybrid work model. And certainly at the same time, there's this demand to deliver anything as a service, the ability to support our customers, our employees, our stakeholders, you know, accessing resources from any location, literally on any device, on any medium if they're choosing, with really consistent and actually ever increasing levels of performance across networking and security. And so that drives changes in infrastructure, this requirement to deliver consistently great experiences and business outcomes, supporting everything from commoditized broadband through MPLS, through 4G, through 5G. And that brings us to the second, really large macro trend, which is that now the digital user experience is so critically important to the business or the mission outcome, and that need to ensure really responsive networks and security and application performance to yield better business outcomes and better user experiences is driving for this need of converging networking and security. Why? Because as we adopt SD-WAN and AI-based security and try to leverage the inherent advantages, if you will, of cloud and elasticity and scalability, we need to ensure that networking, security, and the compute are all working in an integral fashion. So what that means from an infrastructure side is that we need to ensure that SD-WAN and all of its networking capabilities and choices is aligned to security so that networking and security are optimized along with your cloud compute to deliver those better outcomes and those better experiences. It really points to the need that we can no longer consider networking and security as siloed operations. They have to work together to deliver those outcomes and experiences. And ultimately, that drives us to the next macro trend, which is nothing new. It's been persistent and only gets worse and is exacerbated by the acceleration of networking and the demands of digital transformation. And that really has to do with exploding cybersecurity threats, more expansive, more sophisticated, both automated, opportunistic, and highly automated attacks are going to stretch the ability of security teams and networking teams really to stay abreast of those threats. And of course, that's the bigger challenge because we've never had enough people or resources to staff these things. And so what we're seeing from an infrastructure side is a consolidation around a platform for integration and automation that drives really scalability and speed. And in that way, we can address the growing volume, variety, and velocity of data that's traversing our infrastructure. So three big macro trends there that really are reflective of the times we live in, that notion of supporting anyone and anything from any location and delivering anything as a service with consistently and improving better levels of networking and security and application performance. And then likewise, the ability to deliver a continually enhanced user experience across a very disparate and highly distributed infrastructure ecosystem. And then finally, driving towards a more platform-based approach for integration that allows us to scale and allows us to deliver security and networking services at speed. And so I think those are the three big ideas that are going to be shaping the way we look at security and infrastructure in 2022.